back once again to Zelda 2 Remade with Darian. Hello, Darian.
Hello.
Jack and I didn't stream this last weekend because I got sick, and I'm still a little bit sick, so if I have to mute myself every now and again, that's why.
Oh. Do you have the screen pulled up?
Yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, it's even got, even the title music is new, if you have the different audio set selected.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, yeah, the game kind of kicked Darian's ass a little bit last time, so I am playing this time.
I'm gonna blame Parsec.
Yeah. What is A? I guess I want to use start.
Yeah. So yeah, last time I was Simon Belmont, because there's a bunch of characters to pick from.
And what was how do you access that? It was like M for the menu, I think.
I forget how because you pulled up the menu last time. Yeah, it was like a separate thing you had to pull up. It wasn't anything that I pulled up.
M was mute. Shit, I don't remember what it was. Escape maybe? No, I don't want to. Space. Enter. No, shift. I don't know what it was. Hello. Man, we knew this last time, but that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Cause yeah, I couldn't whatever button it wasn't anything that I could pull up on my controller.
Oh, N mutes character sounds. Okay. Man, it'd be great if there was like a guide or a readme that came with this.
Yeah.
No, there's not even a readme. Oh, it's O. Okay, that's what you were saying. I thought you were just, O-ing. That makes sense. O for options. Well, just because he's here... Where is he? Oh, there's so many. We'll do Diddy stream today. Custom. Oh, you can use your own audio. Legend of Zelda 1? Well, that can't have very many tracks. Oh, I'll try that, I guess. I've only heard the Isabel chiming. Oh, this is from Donkey Kong Land. This looks weird. I don't like this.
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to.
All the dead space at the top is messing with me. Is it taller than it was on the... I guess it was more zoomed in originally, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dev tools, I wonder what's in there. Kara Chimera. Bokoblin. Lonk. Why are they red now? They used to be?
I thought they were.
Oh, alright. Well, I'll be Zelda for a little while. Well, let's see if I can just work on, audio set just changes the style of the song, not the OST. I thought the Zelda 1 one does replace it with Zelda 1 tracks, unless I'm mistaken. So let me see if I can go off of this with memory. Normally...
We beat the last 2 palaces last time.
Yeah, eventually. Normally we would go south from here, and this would be a cave, and this would be the start of Death Mountain. So now they have like a little river and a bridge and everything. This is all new. I wonder if this sprite is totally original. It's based off of her like lying down sprite, obviously. It kind of looks a little bit peachish, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got the, oh, what is this? It's the castle music from Link to the Past. So this was not in the original game. They added Death Mountain music. They did that for a couple places, and most of them are tracks from other Zelda games. By the way, that minigame music, Found out what it was. It was a minigame music from Link to the Past as well.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it doesn't sound like minigame music. It sounds like battle music.
Well, for what minigame we were playing, it might as well have been battle music.
This is Death Mountain, yes. But I don't know. It's a scary, daunting place. The castle music fits. There aren't any castles in this game. There aren't any left. I probably
you're playing with a
shouldn't
keyboard, right?
No, I'm playing with my controller. I probably should not have gone this way.
If you're doing this a keyboard, you're a madman.
I should probably go through the way that I know is through Death Mountain from the original game. This port does not play the game's own battle theme during random encounters. Is that right? I thought it did, although I have seen times where it fails to, and it just sticks with the outdoor music.
I figured that's what he was talking about, because I do remember times where we got into random encounters and the overworld music would just keep playing.
Yeah, it's not that it doesn't happen at all, it's just it failed a couple times. I'm waiting for one of those boomerang fuckers.
You shall receive.
Ah! Sure it'd be great to stab down. They added a lot of enemies to this.
Yeah.
There's way more here than was in the original game. I love it still plays Link's Hurt sound. Yeah, I guess the skins don't come with new audio.
Part of me wonders when they do like the hit noises in Nintendo games, like Castlevania, Zelda, those hit noises. Do you think those were like actual voice samples, or were they just noises?
Link sounds like it was a very compressed voice sample.
Yeah, they kind of do, but they're so like they're so short to where it sounds like it could just be some random soundbite and not just a particular thing at all. Like it might not be a voice. It could just be like a pitch.
I don't. It's not a pitch. It's not something that the synthesizer on the system is making. I'm sure of that, but I guess it could be like a different sound other than someone's voice that's been compressed.
Because it's a very brief sound. It's like,
I should probably be using armor here.
Yeah, use protect. Oh, now she's white and purple.
I am Zelda the White.
I am Zelda the White. I am Zelda the White.
I do have a jump. Okay. Let's get some magic.
She's not Zelda anymore, she's Galadriel. It's a Lord of the Rings character.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't know that.
Because I forget that you're not familiar with that too much.
Jack's been playing a lot of Shadow of Mordor recently, apparently.
That's another thing. That's another game that I can't get into because Shadow of Mordor is a lot like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Where they kind of just throw you into this massive, sprawling open world, and you kind of just have to explore the map on your own volition. And actually, you know what? Now that we're bringing that up, the interesting thing about the Shadow of Mordor games is apparently Warner Brothers there was controversy with those games because apparently Warner Brothers filed a patent for a feature that was in those games called the Nemesis feature, where the whole gimmick of the game is that you wander around the map and there are orc camps scattered throughout the map.
Yeah.
And when you go to these orc camps, there is a captain that you come across. And when you fight these captains, you have a chance of building a rivalry with them, and they will chase you throughout the game, and you encounter them multiple times, and you have like a nemesis mechanic.
Yeah, Jack has
And I
mentioned
guess
that
they
before.
patented this, and that's why no other game has it.
Ah. Was that what started the video game patents thing? I thought they couldn't do that.
I have no clue. All I know is that Warner Brothers made that specific patent, and no other game was allowed to have that feature, and that caused a lot of controversy.
Because there was a thing for a while where games couldn't have like loading screen mini games because someone copyrighted that, and that was a big discussion.
That one I haven't heard about, but yeah, I know that. Like, I know Call of Duty has like controversy with the patents that they made too.
All right, well that was Death Mountain. I'm assuming maybe they made late game like more difficult. They definitely made early game harder. There's a lot more stuff than was originally here.
And if you don't believe us, go back and watch the previous stream and watch that boss fight.
You mentioned there was also a parsec delay was messing with you a lot.
It was a little bit.
Ah, the fireball.
Just a smidge, but I do think that the boss fight itself was made incredibly difficult by the extra head that was shooting at you. That did not need to be there. Like, in retrospect, yeah, the fight could have gone a lot better because once you got into the rhythm of just sitting there waiting for him to shoot and then blocking it, it was not that hard, but yeah, the extra head shooting at you does make things a little bit harder.
I hate these red fuckers.
Yeah.
The reason I can't... there's a lot of projectiles you just can't shield, including those axes and the fireballs. If it hasn't been made obvious.
Yeah, and sometimes the angles can be a little bit finicky depending on where the projectiles are coming from.
Come on, come over here. No? There you go. It's funny to think I basically, like, knew nothing, did nothing with this game, like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I probably started getting into this around the same time as Breath of the Wild. You know, very comparable games. Similar release times. Oh, that sounds weird. That's a weird way to do that song.
Yeah. It sounds so
That's
happy.
Like, it's like a Saturday. That's, you know what that is? That's the Hotel Mario version. You know what? Every time we die, we'll change. We'll be Kuwabara. We'll be Kuwabara today. Scug. I'll go back to Isabella. Or Isabel. I think hers fits this project the most.
Oh, and you know what's even better? Because look, he's firing his spirit sword.
You're a meshy!
Alright, where's that next palace at?
Look at his little feet go. And his upper body, just completely immobile. I have no idea what this character's actually from.
It said Lee Brothers or something like that? Yeah, I have no idea where he's from either. He looks like he would be from a Double Dragon game.
Yeah, definitely from a beat-em-up. He has to be. Oh, I gotta go through Death Mountain again.
But I like the overworld sprites that they give these guys.
That they give who guys?
These characters that we pick, they give them the unique overworld sprites where they're shrunken down.
Oh yeah.
Because it's one thing to just take the sprites from the original game. They have to make these new sprites for the overworld.
I love how they just use the same laugh sample a bunch for NES games. Yeah, it's the Soda Popinski one. Where else did they use it besides Punch-Out?
I'm getting tired of fighting these slimes. Give me a real fight.
Probably didn't need to heal just yet, but whatever. Why you gotta put these bugs down? These Nausicaa bugs. Get them out of here. He doesn't even have a shield. He's fisting the boomerangs away.
Yeah, because he's tough.
You know what? That's free EXP. Come here.
Yeah, you got the high ground. Yeah, 70.
Pretty sure there's nothing up here. It's just a dead end. Yeah.
I think the most embarrassing fight in Yu Yu Hakusho, you might know where I'm going with this. The most embarrassing fight was when Kuwabara was fighting that kid and he was literally being flown like a kite.
Yeah.
That is the most embarrassing way to go out, man.
That
you
wasn't
are
a
not
flattering
living
one.
that down.
We had this discussion in the Discord. I can a lot of people these days are going back to Yu Hakusho and thinking, well, this is incredibly generic. This just does what everything else does. And I can see that going back to it. But you can't not love the dub.
Yeah.
You're an alien if you don't like that dub. Yes, get in the ceiling. Ah! It's one of those Mega Man enemies.
I didn't realize it at first, but I think I found out later, toward the end of the Dark Tournament, that Toguro is voiced by Damian Clark, who is Cell in Handsome Jack. I was like, oh, that makes him so much cooler.
But then he stopped being Cell for a while because they weren't able to get him anymore or something.
I forget.
I think he eventually came back to the role, but I'm not positive.
Let me double check.
Orange Kuwabara.
Well, I guess according to the voice actor thing, it says it was just Damian Clark.
All right. I know he was replaced for Scar. That's not him in Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, that's what you're thinking of, yeah.
He does have a knife. I guess it'd look weird if he didn't.
Okay, yeah, no, in the original Full Metal Alchemist, it was Damian Clark, and in Brotherhood, it was J. Michael Tatum.
Yeah. Keep thinking I can block those fireballs because they're so small and blockable looking.
Who was J. Michael Tatum? That's,
I think he was Sebastian, the in Black Butler, unless I'm misremembering.
I haven't seen that anime. My sister was obsessed with that anime, though.
Yeah. All girls are.
Yeah.
It was okay. He was kind of bootleg Alucard. He was Bishonen, like, Hoye Alucard was the butler.
Oh, he's Eneru. Okay.
Spider-Man clipping into the cave ceiling in Castlevania 1. In the randomizer for this game, not this one, but the original, the skeleton enemies can appear anywhere, but they're only designed to drop from the ceiling in the original game, so they just get stuck up there most of the time in the randomizer. Get out of here. Well, it'd be swell to level up this time.
I do hope that with the success of, well, if there's a success with the Hunter x Hunter fighting game coming out, I want them to come back to Yu Yu Hakusho and give that a new game, because I think that series could warrant a new fighting game.
I remember something about there being a panel about it a couple years ago. I don't know what that was about, or if there was a new thing related to it. But I'm still kind of disappointed that the Hunter x Hunter one is going to be...
Like
we found
Marvel
out it's
vs.
a 3D
Capcom.
arena fighter, right?
No, it's going to be like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay, it's a 3v3.
Yeah. It's the Bleach game is going to be a 3D arena fighter. I was also kind of disappointed in that too, because I was hoping for it to be somewhat similar to Soul Resurrection, where it's more like adventure hack and slash based, or like story mode driven, but it's like you get what you work with. We haven't had a Bleach console game in over a decade, so I'm glad we're getting something. Because all we've had for Bleach was just mobile games for a long time.
Yeah. You'd think we would get, there'd be something with the Thousand Year Blood War going on.
I think that's why they did it. I think it was because of Thousand Year Blood War that they were motivated to do a new game.
Maybe there'll be more after it finishes. We still got, Kubo apparently decided to forego the manga's ending and just add a whole fourth part to the anime version, is how it's going.
Right.
Come here.
It's gonna be weird playing that fighting game and hearing Patrick Seitz as Kenpachi again, because I'm so used to David Lodge as Kenpachi, and frankly I think that's a better voice for him.
It is. Like, Patrick Seitz isn't bad, but
he's not. It's just I don't think
he's not
he works
David
as
Lodge.
a Kenpachi.
Okay, well that was... what was that originally? I guess the hammer is all we needed here. What is this cave over here?
All these
Birds again.
fucking birds. And you said, didn't we discover that the birds are new enemies?
No, they are in the original game. I
Okay.
forget what we found out they were called, but they were there. This looks like a whole new area. I don't think this cave was here. But, if we're supposed to go up there, then we need ferry first.
You know what? We're playing as Kuwabara, and this cave section that we're in looks a lot like that one cave that they had where Yusuke had to fight Shisui in when they were trapped.
Yeah.
It was all red tinted.
Luabara. Stop giving me the big ones with the birds. I hate the birds.
I thought, before I even watched Yu Yu Hakusho, I thought I was going to hate Kuwabara because he just looked like the stereotypical bully character with no depth. But they surprisingly gave him a lot of depth in that show. He quickly became like one of my favorite main characters in the show.
Yeah. There's a puzzle relating to that, but I don't remember like what it is or where you find out about it. Again, not in the original game, that's new. Lots of new stuff sprinkled all over the map to make this more Zelda-like. Leave me alone. Eh.
Ah!
Man,
What
if
the fuck is wrong with these controls now?
we could at least get a level up. I'd love to lock this in. I don't think we've found any extra lives yet either. We just saw that one
No, we
there,
haven't,
but
yeah. We got it. These.
that was
Oh
all me.
no. We had 1666.
We at least keep the hammer, right?
Yeah, I think that's the case. God, we're all the way back to 419.
How do you go to the other screen?
Alternate between A and B. There you go.
Okay, we have the hammer.
Yep. They were at least nice enough to do that.
Well, that was a Zelda 1 track. Is that just we get that randomly, or maybe they just Isabelle just added that to the start of the of her version? You know what? Let's try the Zelda 1 one for a while. We can't do it now. Oh, we have to be in a side-scrolling map. There was a hammer cave up here. Zelda 2 overworld theme does start with the Zelda 1 intro. Okay, I forgot that. Well, this is still the same. I guess it's like the Zelda 1 sound font, maybe?
Zelda 1 didn't have too much music in it, actually. I mean, it's like, what would they put here?
I
You had the
know.
overworld music, and then you had the temple music. Other
That was
than that, I
about
can't
it.
really think of a lot of times where you have anything else.
Of course you're here.
Spirit sword!
It's kind of funny that they put basically every Dark Tournament participant in the fighting game, considering how little some of them had.
Yeah.
Macintaro, just the dude with an axe arm, and that's how he plays in the game. He's just a dude with an axe for an arm. A flower?
I like the background on this.
Okay, cool.
Flower.
Who wants this? I'm gonna win over Yukina.
I'm gonna get... Oh. This is some Castlevania platforming. You gotta be pixel perfect.
Leave me alone, bonefish.
The dry cheaps.
Okay, well, I don't know what that was, but it was something. I don't remember. I think that was just like a heart container in the original game, maybe? A lot of caves just had pee bags in them.
Yeah.
Just bags of pee.
So far, the roster for that new Bleach fighting game looks promising. There's one character that they haven't shown off yet, and I'm hoping he's in the game, and that's Noitora. He's my favorite Arrancar, and I hope he's in there.
Looks like more or less what I'd expect as like all the captains.
Yeah, like the main
essentially.
Arrancars at least, yeah.
Okay, heart piece. Some of the returns and the way they're like using characters in Thousand Year Blood War just feels weird to me. Like suddenly Renji gets a huge power up. Grimmjow's back. What's he gonna do?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I was like, what are they gonna do with that?
It's the same thing as Dragon Ball Super, where they're just kind of not gonna acknowledge the power scaling in the original series. Everyone's kind of on even footing now. Look, Krillin threw a shoe. That's gonna win the tournament. Okay, well, we got the hammer. That means we can access the south portion down here. Let me heal while I'm here.
Yeah, speaking of that tournament, yeah, what an absolute cock tease that was to have Boo train and become fit, only for him to go to sleep again.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Do you keep up with the... Well, I guess you keep up with the goings-ons of the super manga. Probably don't read it.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. Just like the notable stuff that happens. Still no mention of Black Frieza. He came and went. Like, it's been over a year, he came and went.
We went in there, right? That was the Heart Piece Cave?
Yeah, I think yeah, that was a Heart Piece Cave.
Alright, new town, new spell. Teach me how to stab downward with my sword.
I think currently where the super manga's at right now, they're giving exposition as to how Goten and Trunks became, I guess... Oh, no, it's not Goten and Trunks. I think they're trying to give exposition on, like... No, maybe it is them. They're trying to give exposition on, like, how they became Super Saiyaman 1 and 2. Just
I didn't even know that was a thing, but okay. Ask Error of Ruto. I don't remember where Ruto is.
I don't know if it was a... Was it a fake screenshot that I saw? I know you can probably confirm this because you played it. Did they, like, reference Error in Breath of the Wild?
I don't think so.
Because a long time ago, I thought I saw someone like, oh, look, Error's in the game. It's like an NPC that looked exactly like him. And it looked convincing. It was like, oh, cool.
Rescue the fairy in the North Ruto Mountains. Is this Ruto?
Looks like there's a chimney, like a hole in the ground right there you can get past.
Can I jump that? I'm just barely short of jumping high enough.
You probably gotta use the jump spell.
No, I want to save my magic.
Oh. Oh, you got a whole shrine down here. Yeah, what is this?
This looks cultish.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, I could have just gone in the front door then. Hello, Mr. Knight. Teach me your forbidden knowledge. Wow.
Yes, we have the downward stab. Finally.
I never would have thought of that. Wait, what? He's got a...
Is that...
It's a kick?
That's gonna look weird.
Or is that... Okay, that's his crouch stab is the kick. I see. So what's his... I guess he doesn't have a... Oh, it's that. The stomp
there it is.
Is his down stab. He just extends his legs slightly. I guess I would come back with the fire spell to light that other fireplace, I'm guessing?
Probably, yeah.
Hello, what do you want?
The rare EO flower.
Yeah!
Oh, the flower.
You're totally who I picked this for. You got a
you're telling me I had to pick this flower for some old lady?
You got a magical husband? Yes, you do.
Oh, is this gonna... Is this a
This
shrink
magic
spell?
word will give you power!
Oh, you turn into a cuckoo. Or... Oh, that's the fairy spell.
Oh dear, it happened again.
Arise, chicken.
Yep, so this is new. The fairy spell now comes in phases, and the first phase is chicken. We have a partial fairy spell.
That's interesting.
Can chicken down stab? No.
Peck. Down peck.
Jumpy, jumpy, jump.
I'm never coming back here again. That old man turned me into a chicken.
Okay, here's the fast travel. We already...
Oh,
Okay, this goes
opened
to...
from that side that time. Mito.
To Rauru. I'm looking for Ruto. There we go. Brace yourselves for power? Huh? What? Chicken power? How to find out which town this is, and if it's worth going into the North Mountains.
Oh no, that's a in joke from my stream that he brought over here.
That looks like quite a trek to get up there, and I might need the like the walk on water boots, so that's probably not happening. But it's a quest. Who knows what that fairy could give us? I'm also just barely short of full health. Where's the healing lady? Heal me. Did it always make that sound effect?
No, that's the Zelda 1 noise.
Ah, that's right. So probably it's the Zelda 2 soundtrack, except they changed the overworld theme and the temple theme, is I'm guessing what it is.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the only songs in the game.
Doesn't Ganon also have his theme in that game? I forget if there's
so.
a
It's
a
been a
theme for
while.
Ganon.
It's been a while.
Now, I know where stuff was in the original game. Is it still here? It was like
okay, yeah, the Ganon Temple had its own music, and I think, yeah, he had his own music too, yeah.
Uh-oh, hello. Sure would like an up stab right about now.
Well, I figured out how to down stab, I haven't quite figured out how to do an upward stab yet.
Need about 2 more years of training with Genkai to figure that out. There was like an extra life hanging around here, and I don't think it's here anymore. Well, there's a pea bag. Hello, Mr. Slime. Oh, that's shallow water. I didn't need jump. I think. Nothing. Alright. We've been over here. This went to the... Or we could have come back this way, I guess, from the, Death Mountain.
I like the headcanon that Jesus Christ exists in Zelda because of all the crosses and holy imagery that are in Zelda 2 and other Zelda games.
It was pretty prominent up until, like, the localization of A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
I can't read Goron.
Elvish. King's Tomb.
Okay, so in the original game, we would go directly south of here, and we'd fall in a hole, and that would take us to the dungeon. That seems to not have been changed. See, I can't trust my original game knowledge anymore. Just stomps on them. I can't jump up this. This is too far. Yeah. I really gotta make sure I got chicken, too. That takes a lot of magic. No, no. Oh, I'm high jump chicken. Does this benefit me? Is there anything over here?
Then what?
It's just the way back. Man. I hope I didn't just jump too early.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
the
it.
slimes are back. Go away.
Down kick the slimes.
I can't chicken stab down.
Peck them to
I can
death.
light torches, though. I got no magic. There's a boomerang dude here. Hey, you, come over. You might be magic. Oh, now you're gonna run away? And then he did... Yeah? This is gonna kill me. Ah!
Whoop.
No avoiding that. You know what would be an interesting thing that wasn't included? This is life piece, like one-up pieces. Like you get 4 of them, you get an extra life.
Yeah.
Since extra lives are permanent upgrades in this. I showed you
Palestine.
that. What?
It's a palace time.
I showed you that that video of someone who modded in a pickup for the Majora's Mask randomizer that causes the moon to fall.
Yeah.
That's in a branch. It's coming.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Jack wants me to play the that everything randomizer, the crossover one that like scrambles your buttons and everything.
Oh man.
It's gonna be hard going back to the 64 versions after the PC ones, though.
Yeah.
Okay, we got.
You know, that reminds me. That kind of reminds me of this whole discussion about 60 FPS and 30 FPS, because this conversation has been coming up quite a lot, especially with newer games that are coming out that are 30 FPS. Like Monster Hunter, for example, the newest one that's coming out, Monster Hunter Wilds. Even on PS5, it's stuck at 30 FPS, and people are like, "Oh, what gives? It's so unoptimized." And people are like, "Oh, it's not a big deal. You know, I don't even notice the difference. 30 FPS, 60 FPS." And I'm just like, I don't really know how. Like, how do you not notice that? It's such a night and day difference. And people are like, "Oh, you know, frames shouldn't matter. You know, if 30 FPS is so bad to you, then you know, what's the big deal?" There's nuance to this discussion, because I can play 30 FPS games just fine, but there's a difference between playing a 30 FPS game from back in the day and playing a 30 FPS game nowadays. Because nowadays, 60 FPS should be the standard. Because if you optimize your game well enough, especially with the consoles and the hardware that we have now, 60 FPS should be the standard. If it's 30 FPS, that tells me that your game is unoptimized.
The Switch Zelda games are both 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Except Skyward Sword is not. That one's 60. I think that's the only 60 FPS Zelda game we've had since the NES. Or the Sprite ones, anyway.
And with Skyward Sword, that's understandable, because that's older hardware. That's an older game. And on the Switch, you can run that, because that's not that demanding. But it's different because it's like, when you go back, I expect to play an old game and have it run at 30 FPS, because it's inferior hardware. It can't handle that much. That's to be expected. But when I'm playing on a PS5, or even just a modern console in general, I usually expect it to have 60 FPS by default. If it's not, then that tells me that your game is not optimized well and it's too demanding. It's not a question of like, oh, you just hate 30 FPS or you're just being picky. It's just that this is the standard now, and it's just what people come to expect. Like, I can go back and expect to play Ocarina of Time and play 30 FPS, because that's just the way the game is.
It's 20 FPS, actually.
It's lower than that, it is. But that's normal, and I expect that, because that's just how the game is, and that's all the N64 can handle, for the most part. It can handle higher than that, but for games like Ocarina of Time, for as demanding as it is, it can only run at that high.
Come here.
But no, that discussion always kind of irritates me, because people just kind of take the piss out of it, and they're like, oh, you're just being picky, but it's like, no, there's nuance to this.
I have no opinion, I'm a PC gamer. We get as many frames as we want, okay?
It's even more egregious for console players like me, because I'll give you an example. The Crash Insane trilogy. Every console plays that game at 30 FPS, except for the PC and the Steam Deck, because that has uncapped frames. Every console version of that game, though, is stuck at 30. And it's the fact that I'm aware that you can play it at 60 FPS that makes me go, man, this game could look so much better, but I can't play it that way because the developers haven't made it to where the frames are unlocked at that point for consoles. They haven't uncapped the frames. And it sucks. And that's one thing about the PS5 too, is that when I bought the PS5, you would assume that, oh, it gives you a performance boost on old games. Like if you're playing a PS4 game that ran at 30, then you would logically expect that if you bought a PS5, that it would give you a frame boost on it. Not necessarily, because the way it works is the specific game itself, the developers themselves have to go back to the game, and they have to make sure that it is uncapped. They have to do that themselves. The PS5 doesn't just give you a performance boost by default, which sucks.
You motherfucker.
Oh my god. That's
He's not
terrible.
gonna leave. I gotta bum rush that key if I'm gonna get it. But man, I would really just love to level up and lock this in before anything.
Oh no, this is fucked up. Imagine if Castlevania had Medusa heads that shot projectiles. That'd be horrible.
You gotta come from both sides, though! Okay, if I stand over here, then no more can spawn from behind me.
Yes. But now you gotta wait for this dude to come all the way to you. And by the time you kill him, they're probably gonna spawn another one.
Maybe I will turn around and get that key. But man, if I fall in the lava, I'm so close to a level up. I'm doing this safe and boring. I don't know why he got stuck so long in his sword animation there. Nope, can't move. Not allowed. Oh, they're stealing my...
I can't move. What do they expect me to do about this?
They're stealing my EXP too, I think. I think these are some enemies that take EXP.
We only need 101.
Mother... I gotta wait for this guy. I'm gonna go for it.
Just gotta bum rush it.
Yep.
Yeah,
he backed off.
Down, stab it.
Yeah. Ah. If I fall in this lava now, I'm going to be a sad boy.
All your momentum. There you go. Bubble. And blood dripping.
Yeah, some of those are going to be blue and they're going to turn into slimes. Which are only worth 2.
You're gonna kill the bubble? Dude, do it for the
slime's gonna sneak attack me. He's coming, he sees the opportunity. This is the best chance the slime's ever had to kill Link. Sorry, Kuwabara. And these dudes take EXP if I get hit as well. Go down. Die! Okay.
Yep, there's your 50.
Locked in.
Nice,
and we needed that too. Those boomerang mace guys took forever. Sadly, I have not played this game enough to memorize the palace layouts. This is new.
Oh yeah, this is new. What the fuck? Got these. What was that? Can you jump over that? Oh, I guess, yeah. What a weird enemy that is.
So this whole area is new. These things weren't in the original game.
Looking like a Mario obstacle.
I'm kind of surprised Mario's not a character.
Yeah, it is weird. I thought I saw him. Like Mario 2, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe we did and I just forgot.
I think Samus was in here too, I think. Yeah.
Hello.
Well, this is rare, being outside the palace.
Doesn't happen often. I think it happened once in the original game. Oh, you.
Oh, it's a raft. We got
it. No, gimme. Alright. Secured. These guys are like the worst early game enemy you're gonna encounter. They're not as bad as the Great Palace enemies, but what is?
Damn, that was a lot of XP.
I feel like that was actually easier than the original game. They go berserk throwing things, originally.
Yeah. Can you just jump down?
Is momentum enough? Yes, I need to stomp on that with momentum to kill it, I guess.
That's weird.
Kind of be interesting to see, like, other Zelda dungeons recreated in this engine or style. Following the web in the Deku Tree with momentum. Hey! Alright, now where are we going? Going right? Or left, I guess? Probably past those things that, were spawning on both sides of me.
Oh boy, this room again.
The amount of this you have to do in this game is pretty bad. Just standing and waiting for something to jump off a ledge.
There is so much goddamn waiting in Zelda II.
I think, actually, if I'm remembering correctly, this game doesn't kill you for falling in lava. It damages you and then you bounce back out? Or maybe that's an upgrade that you can get. Mother! What did you say those things were called? Grotesques?
Yeah. I only found that out just recently.
Like the actual ones on the sides of cathedrals and such.
I get, yeah, the difference was that gargoyles are specifically made to be like water outlets, and grotesques don't serve a functional purpose and are meant to just be decoration.
Well, they're meant to kill for
depending on if they have a water outlet, then that distincts them as a gargoyle.
So they have to be able to pee.
Yeah, they need to pee.
Been recommended that show, Gargoyles, a lot. Haven't watched it.
Neither have I. I'm aware of it. I know Keith David's in it.
Keith, oh. He's the one who voiced one of the, Glossarix, right? That guy?
Was it? He might have. After he was replaced by, the other guy.
If I'm thinking of the right guy, he also voiced the king in Amphibia. You said Keith, and I immediately thought Keith Silverstein, which that would have sold me on the show.
Nah. The other Keith. Another pee bag.
What is the most unattractive male name in the English language?
I remember that.
No. Jump. There we go. Hello, skeleton. I don't feel confident I'm gonna get another level up. Can we... Stop moving. Stay put. Yeah, this isn't happening. Okay, it did happen, but... Nope. Oh, one of these guys is here.
Oh, and that's gonna suck, because you have to fight him in a crowded space. You don't have much jumping room. Two of them, too.
Now, I don't necessarily have to fight the blue guy. I don't think his projectiles will go through the wall. This is also an annoying game thing, that your jump is just barely 3 high. They could have given it a little more clearance.
Yeah, to where it's like you have to have momentum.
Ah! Oh. They go through those walls! Keith voices Dr. Facilier. Which Keith? Keith David?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Keith David. Keith David also voices Chaos in Dissidia, Final Fantasy. He also voices, I mean, he's got a lot of voices. He was, I think his Breakout movie was the thing. And then he just, started doing more voice acting.
Did we not go all the way that we could up there?
Hmm.
Oh, the raft was the end of it. That was a dead end. I thought.
Yeah, I thought that was a dead end too.
Maybe we can, like, ferry up over a wall or something later.
Probably.
There was that one dungeon that we could apparently get on the ceiling of for a heart piece. Skeletons are like the lowest effort to highest yield enemies in this game.
Yeah.
I showed this to Jack. Apparently, someone has made a mod of the PC Ocarina of Time that adds RPG elements.
RPG elements?
So there's now a version of Ocarina of Time where you can get experience and level up and increase your attack and defense and such.
Huh.
They gave stats to things like the tunics. I think the Goron is like +3 attack, -3 defense or something.
You know what? That could work. You know what? I could see that working. Like, yeah, you equip the Goron tunic, you take like fire-resistant damage. You equip the Zora tunic, you take like ice-resistant damage. It already kind of works like that a little bit for the most part, because I know like when you equip the Goron tunic and you like walk in lava, you don't take damage for a little bit.
I wish they kept the green tunic useful in some way. They kind of addressed that in Twilight Princess, where they made the Zora armor have the weakness of you took double damage. But that basically just made it an item, because you put that on underwater and then take it off immediately.
Yeah. Because, like, once you get past the fire temple and the water temple, at that point, you're just equipping which color you like best. You're just picking your favorite color.
Yeah, I guess. It depends on... You do still encounter spots with lava and water after that point, but... The Goron one also works on Spike, so I just kind of just keep that on for the rest of the game.
That I didn't know about.
Sure wish I could upstab. Oh well. I think in the original game you could just barely technically get these. I keep pressing select for map. Because that's the map button in every other game. Is that Bimmy or Jammy? Wait, who are we talking about?
Oh, Bimmy and Jim. It's a Double Dragon reference. Bimmy and Jimmy.
It said Jimmy, right?
It said Lee Brothers, if I remember right.
So,
which I assume is from Double Dragon.
Yeah, it's their last names, I guess. Could you come over here, please? No.
Twilight Princess magic armor was so fucking cool, but man, the Ruby Drain. Wasn't there something about... Didn't Miyamoto say something about, like... There was, like, something regarding that whole thing with, like, Miyamoto and... Was it his daughter or something like that talked about that thing?
The story I heard was that the magic armor was pretty much considered useless by everybody in that game. He, I guess, didn't realize that until he saw his daughter playing it and not buying it. I guess he didn't play the game himself and realize it, but yeah, that made him attempt to make it better in the Wii U version. I don't think it helped that much. Come on. I'll be fine for this first phase. Afterwards, he turns into one of the blue guys, though.
Oh, yeah, okay, I just looked it up. Yeah, that's right. The Lee is the last name of Billy and Jimmy. I think the guy you're playing as is Jimmy.
I did end up using the Twilight Princess magic armor in the achievement set, because that had the one where... you had to do a 3-heart run of the whole game, and then you had to do one of the, like, Pit of 100 Trials type challenge mode thing.
Look how fucking easy this guy is. All
Until
you
he
gotta
comes
do
off.
is joust him.
Now, there he goes.
There we go.
Once he turns into a regular enemy, you're fucked.
So much easier than what I had to deal with, though, because we fought dozens of these guys already. The first phase is just jousting with him and just doing that little downward stab.
Yeah, this seems about the same as original.
Come on, you guys. You guys could have spawned in a few floating heads to shoot him.
Just gonna Ganon dare him and use the curb stomp.
He said, "See, I did the lower. He did the quest to get the lower price on the magic armor."
Yeah, well, the price wasn't the issue. The issue was that it was useless.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You couldn't
Kinda
wear
like
it
the
all the
Ice Arrows
time.
in Ocarina of Time.
You couldn't wear it all the time because you'd lose like all of your rupees, and then once they were gone, you had to take it off, or it would act like the iron boots. So
Yeah,
you couldn't wear it all the time. It wasn't a defense upgrade. You would have to put it on only for certain areas that I guess you were having difficulty with, and those don't exist because it's a Zelda game.
$300.
Yeah, it was worth it. I wasn't gonna level up again. Alright, raft obtained. Second continent unlocked. Oh. I probably should have, like, waited until it finished filling. Weird name for spirit energy. Magic. But... you're gonna make me chicken over this again. I guess those slimes are there to grind magic if you need it, but boy, that would take a while.
I'm sure I've talked about this before, but I remember, like, months before Breath of the Wild released, I remember reading, like, gaming magazines at the time, because I had subscriptions to Game Informer. I remember the common theory at the time of what Breath of the Wild was going to be, was that it was going to be a, like, true-to-form Zelda 1 remake.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Nah. We don't need a Zelda 1 remake. I do wish they had done that, like, in-universe, just story-wise. That they went back to the Fallen timeline, and Hyrule's just fucked.
Yeah.
I did hear that people saw the flying Divine Beast, and everyone was so sure it was Skyloft off in the distance.
Right.
It was, like, in the background of one of the screenshots or something.
And if you were really reaching, if you were really, like, if you really had your tinfoil hat on, you would have thought it was Majora.
I'm a fucking dragon! Yo!
You know what? That makes me curious. I wonder what all the other characters' items would have been for that.
Why isn't... Oh, doesn't... We gotta be in a side-scrolling section, that's right. What else? Who else should we check? We got Link.
What's Simon? What's he gonna be?
Oh, this is the Zelda. This Zelda looks way better.
Yeah, the Gamelon Zelda. I would imagine that Simon is going to be the ferryman.
Now, unless this has changed, these guys required the fire spell to even damage.
Oh, the Tektites.
Tektites were tough in the old games.
Oh, it's just the raft.
on the boat.
Oh, okay, so that looks unchanged. That's just the raft, and that looks like Link. Oh, never mind. Okay. So I guess Mr. Jimmy Lee got the privilege of having a dragon.
Maybe Diddy has like a DK barrel.
Whoa, Wario.
Wah! Just fist. That's his down stab.
Just... Oh.
He's got a plane. I know you're not the biggest Smash super fan, but how do you feel about the Zelda characters' movesets in that game?
I've always liked the Zelda characters. I remember back when I was playing Melee a lot, I think, like, Young Link and Link in general were, like, my mains, because I just liked their versatile moveset.
Yeah. I don't love the way the new Breath of the Wild type Link plays in Smash.
Mm.
I always play Young
I haven't got
Link
to play
because
him
of
as
that.
much.
They removed his hookshot grab. He just has a normal grab now, and he has the remote detonation bombs. Which are, like, competitively better, but they're, I don't know, they're kind of less fun, IMO.
Yeah.
I just like to throw bombs, see something blow up.
What is this, like, Metroid room?
There's pufferfish here. Okay, so this isn't death water. Ah! These are super Octoroks.
I remember wanting to main Ganon back in Melee, but, you know, the problem with Ganon in Melee and Brawl is that they always just made him so slow and sluggish.
He was okay in Melee, but yeah, Brawl destroyed him.
Yeah.
Can I still... No, I cannot break blocks as chicken. Okay. Alright, not doing this now. I'm over it.
I remember being pissed off that Giga Bowser was not unlockable because, you know, that game had a lot of characters. Like, I remember, like, Melee was, like, that one game where everybody had, like, theories going around about, like, what characters were in it, what characters you could unlock.
Yo, those
like,
bottom two slots that aren't
like,
filled, that's Sonic and Tails.
Yeah, like, you were unlocking characters just by playing the game, like, just doing random stuff, you were getting new characters. So I was like, oh, surely, you know, Giga Bowser would be unlockable. But no. I was like, really? He's right there. Like, you had him all modeled out and everything. He's got his own moves and everything. He's not playable?
On one hand,
I'm glad they made him playable in, you know, the new Smash, but, well, kind of. He's not his own character. He's like a transformation, but...
On one hand, I wish more games would just say fuck it and let those overpowered characters be playable so people can mess around with them. On the other hand, I get that, like, all the living rooms the world over would be full of the little Timmies screaming and crying that their brother won't stop playing Giga Bowser.
He just looks so cool, though. I'm like, man. Like, you can't just give me this awesome-looking Bowser and not let me play as him. When you've given me all these other characters to play as.
There's a spot in the Ultimate Story mode where you can play as a Master Hand, but it's very brief.
Yeah, that was one that I heard a lot too. Was like, oh, you can play as Master Hand. And there was like a thing you could do with like the character select where you type in like a name and then you could play as him. I never figured that out. It never worked for me. But they were like, oh yeah, you can play as Master Hand.
We did it when we streamed Melee. Even in Ultimate, he just became a reticle puncher? I haven't heard that before. You're not the healing lady. You know what? I got my own healing. Magic lady. Wario likes the gilfs.
She like my sloppy seconds.
Okay, so in the original game, she just wanted a glass of water and she was too lazy to walk 20 feet. You would literally just get it from the fountain and walk back. But now it's a little more involved and it makes a little bit more sense.
2,000 for a map?
No. Well, what is it? Does it lead to, like, a heart piece or some shit?
It's still 2,000 for a map. We need that XP.
Yeah, that's gotta be some good shit. I mean, I guess if you're max level, it's nice that there would be things to spend money on, but... Call me Santa.
Coming down your chimney. Merry fucking Christmas.
Can I do that with the map? Can I just drop in and seal it while she's not looking?
Varying character for Wario.
So I guess... I've seen a playthrough of this game. I don't remember how to get down to where the fountain controls are, though. Back for seconds. Is he holding his fist up? Is he like running with his hand out?
He's like doing some like
doing some kind of like Elon Musk pose,
or like he's like it looks like he's kind of like holding an L above his forehead or something like that.
He is looking kind of dumb. Maybe this goes into the town sewer system. Yes!
Oh yeah, looks like you need fire for these guys. God damn. Those are some durable Tektites.
Which that was about all the fire spell was useful for, was those handful of enemies that couldn't be damaged without it. It was considered generally so useful in Zelda 2 that, or so useless, that the randomizer has an option where you can just add another spell to it. You just get a random spell in addition to fire. That was just P, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 500p.
I think this was a... I don't remember what this was in the original. There was something over here.
Yeah, levers.
Ocarina was my first Zelda game, and it kind of surprised me what enemies were, like, the really long-running ones. Because you see so little of these guys in Ocarina of Time.
Right.
I'm like, them? They're, like, classic Zelda 1 enemies?
I think I kind of felt the same way because Ocarina was also my first Zelda, and I was kind of surprised to see these guys here too. I was like, really?
Just bags of pee everywhere, nothing else.
Oh, these bags of pee!
Also, how are they're like digging up through stone? Maybe it was pee bags in the original. I remember having to get all this stuff for the achievement set, so maybe I'm misremembering it as being more important than it is. There's like there's a toad house sitting out in the distance.
Yeah,
is that where you get into the town sewers?
You gonna eat that garlic?
No. 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 This isn't the healing lady, this is the complaining lady. Okay, no, this is the healing lady. I remember a lot of people were making jokes about, like, how far they were reaching for Hyrule Warriors characters after a while. There were only really a couple really weird ones, but, it was funny to hear the jokes. Like, Errol for Hyrule Warriors. Old Man for Hyrule Warriors. I mentioned this in the Link to the Past stream we did. I'm kind of surprised there's, like, nothing specifically from that game in Hyrule Warriors. In fact, it doesn't really seem to get a lot of attention from Nintendo, despite the fan base considering it, like
the one of the best Zelda games.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us pink-haired Link.
Or, was it Aghanim? That would have been something.
Yeah.
Nah, spider! That shouldn't have killed me, that should have given me superpowers.
Was Vaati in Hyrule Warriors?
No.
That could have been a character they could have put in.
Would he be actual size? I was glad Skull Kid got to be a playable character. That was finally cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Especially because I remember back when I was playing Melee, Skull Kid was like one of the earliest characters that I've ever wanted to be in a Smash game.
Yeah.
And I still never got it. We still don't have it. Which, I mean, you know, specifically Skull Kid, what would his moveset be?
Well, in Hyrule Warriors, it adapted some of the attacks from the Majora fight, like the eye laser and such.
Right. So I guess they could work some of that stuff in.
There was the Smash Ultimate mod with the big grandiose trailer. Do you see that?
Right. Naboo.
We're going to Naboo. Oh, I was talking about character heights with various people recently. Because apparently Ganondorf grows over the time skip in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I pulled up that chart.
I knew his model changed, I didn't know he grew.
Yeah. For some reason, during that time skip, he grew an extra foot.
And it is canonically consistent with Twilight Princess Link Dick Suck height, so that still stands. Yep. Oh, we got another minigame?
Oh, what is this?
80p to try to make it to the top. Doesn't sound particularly fun, but I'll try it once.
Might as well. Just... oh.
Okay.
We're bouncing?
What now? Am I missing something?
This is a weird one. Do they... oh,
okay. If I press it at the same time as I land on it, I think I get a little extra height.
Right. Makes sense.
Maybe?
Oh, come on.
No, never mind. I don't understand it. If I press A at the same time, I think?
I thought it was just going to be basic parkour, like just a parkour challenge, but no, they made it like a weird bouncing game.
I give up.
Also, that NPC, that specific NPC in there looks like Richard Simmons.
Okay. I can see that. I always thought Seinfeld.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Rescue the kidnapped child. I will do that, but is this the town where we go down a chimney? Or do they change that?
Why? What's in there? What we got going on here?
Well... what is that, like a Tetris bomb block?
No, we're gonna play Minesweeper.
Ah!
Oh. We can't both play Minesweeper. It's a single-player game.
Someone was apparently that's a game in Archipelago, by the way. Minesweeper.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they've got their own version, and apparently someone made a someone started a version of chess for Archipelago. Well, now what? I don't got upstab.
That's
Man, what a tease.
Oh, wait. Try punching, the one in the center out of the way, if you can. Well, I don't even know if you can get to it.
No, I can't jump that far horizontally.
Fuck.
Well, this was a great big waste of time. She was right, we shouldn't have gone down here.
I told you not to go down there.
Shut up! Oh, he's too fat for that chimney. What about this one? No?
Are you nuts? The thing fits in there perfectly. Look, he's fitting right now.
Okay, so I gotta rescue the child to get anything in this town. Y'all got a healing lady? You got a save lady? Did we try that chimney? That looks like the chimney that you would normally go into. Yeah. I recognize this line of rooftops. Teach me, O wizard, and or knight. Alright, upstab, please.
It's gotta be. He's got a spear. Yes, we got it. Perfect timing.
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
Well, now we could go into the basement, but now I don't want to. That's all you gotta say? Just revived?
No, what do you mean revived? I'm still alive.
If I can avoid dying, I can get another level up. I'm close. Just sit here. Block things with my gut.
Oh yeah, I saw this clip the other day, and I meant to share it, but it was like a 3-year-old clip. I'm surprised how old it was, because I'm surprised I didn't catch this. Someone did like it was like an animation, I think, or like some type of it was something that they cobbled together, and it was Paper Zelda. I'm like, that would be cool if they did something like that.
Yeah. I guess. It's specifically the appeal of the Paper Mario series to me is the particular RPG engine, so...
Imagine. Zelda 2 remake, but Paper Zelda.
Oh, that's right, I can, like, hammer forests down. I can smash the fuck out of Fern Gully. Well, what is this? This space.
Yeah, that dark green space. Just nothing.
It's dark and spooky? Oh, wait, that's one of the things that we've been killing. I know these are collectibles. There's, like, some place where there's a bunch of them, but,
No, don't go off screen.
Yeah. No, I don't care about them. No. This was another spot that had something originally, but does it? It has P now, I see. Is it good P? No, it's not even enough P. Alright, off to Child Island. I remember. Okay, I've seen this. This looks dangerous, but let's hope it's not. No!
He's too heavy. He lost some momentum.
Well, there goes the level up I was so close to.
Well,
How the fuck do you do that? You can't just make me do that. And I still stay at 595, so I wonder where that came from. We never fully figured out how the EXP system works in this.
speaking of Ferngully, I was always disappointed not to see any other movies done by that animation studio because I just looked them up. They were done by a studio called Kroyer Films, and that was like the only movie they did was Ferngully.
Yeah.
And it's such a gorgeous movie. It's a really well animated movie. And it's just it sucks that they never did anything else.
I've never actually seen it in full.
You gotta. That's gotta be a watch party that we gotta do at some point because it's a great movie. It's got Tim Curry, got Robin Williams.
Is Tim Curry the smog monster?
Yep. Gets his own musical number and everything.
That does not look like a villain that I would have expected to have a musical number.
Oh, and wait till you see what the musical number subject matter is. Oh, that's the best part of the musical number is what it's talking about.
I've listened to gargoyles sing about fucking while the city's burning down. Nothing's gonna surprise me now. Well, I guess I have to go do that thing. I have to figure out how to do it. Maybe it's like the bouncing game where I have to hold A or something? There's just moving right and bouncing was obviously not enough.
Yeah, because like you lost... It looks like you were losing momentum somehow.
Alright, I'm holding A this time, so you do get extra bounce height like Mario.
Okay. Oh, maze time.
I believe this has new music. Except probably not in Zelda 1, which I forgot we were on that.
Yeah. I guess... Do you want to start switching up the music again?
Yeah. We'll go back to,
Oh boy, the lizard guys. The Lizalfos are back. Are they still called Lizalfos in this?
I think they are. I'm not positive.
I will check.
Normally they're not bad, I just sucked against that one. Okay, here's
the real bad part is when you have to go to the area with the wall surrounded by them and they're pot-shotting you.
They're, like, those enemies have better auto-aiming than anything made since. It's amazing how accurate those fuckers are.
Yeah.
I don't know where this music's from. I found the child, though, so I guess let's go get our spell.
Okay. They're not Lizalfos, they're Gerus.
Ah. Well, they're Lizalfos to me, damn it. Link to the Past has way more enemies than I realized, as well. Like 200 or some shit.
Hmm.
Which, granted, they only needed a few sprites for enemies in that game, so I guess they would make a bunch, but... A lot of them just seemed kind of redundant. They could have had the Zelda favorites and then left it alone. I remember this climb being easier in the original game. And there's got to be 2 screens of it for some reason. Just go ahead and fire some key blasts.
Audio blast!
That's a game no one remembers.
What, there was a game called Wario Blast?
I think it was a puzzle game, yeah.
Wario's got a lot of games that I've never played. I've never played a single Wario Land game or a Wario World game either.
There's only the one Wario World, sadly.
Okay.
I like that one.
But yeah, I've never played any Wario games.
It's,
Aren't they, like, mostly minigame based or something like that?
No, there are a lot of, the Wario lands tend to lean more Metroidvania-esque. There's, like, a lot of collecting items and things. Kind of treasure hunting games. Wow, this is your child? Grandma's kept busy. Wario World is less...
That's the one you guys streamed. That was the GameCube game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's less treasure hunting and more platforming, but,
Strengthen the shield.
Better protect? Oh, it's reflect,
Oh,
okay.
reflect.
We might need that in the next palace. I don't remember for sure.
And that's 32 magic, Jesus.
That is a lot. But in that one 3D game, Wario controls a lot more tacky than Mario does. He feels like Spelunky, is what it feels like. Like, you stop moving and you just dead stop in place where you are. It doesn't have the kind of slippery momentum that Mario games have.
Which is kind of ironic considering how much heavier Wario is in comparison to Mario.
No, he's got the muscles to stop himself.
Yeah.
All muscle.
He's got that E-Honda build.
Did you see, I don't remember if I posted that, it wasn't Toriyama, it was the Super Saiyan 4 designer dude, apparently. Drew a Dr. Slump Street Fighter crossover.
I don't think I saw that yet.
It's in Wicker Cord. I think it's in the art sharing. No, it's in lore, I think. Probably doesn't mean much if you don't know anything about Dr. Slump, but I know as much as the Dragon Ball episode taught me.
Oh yeah, I did see that piece. Yeah, I saw that one recently. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Very... Alright, this shit again. Here we go.
Kaizo Wario.
It seems mostly consistent, at least. Not Dodongos. Apparently these are Zoras in this game.
Right.
It's fucking weird. Come on. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Apparently Tektites were known for being tough in earlier Zelda games. As opposed to you just smack them and they go down in Ocarina.
In Zelda 1, you smack and they go down, which is weird, because yeah, in Zelda 1, you just slash them and they die.
Huh.
I guess for Zelda 2, they just wanted to make them more resilient.
Yeah, and in 2 and in Link to the Past, they were, like, armored.
Weird. That's funny. those blue knights that we fought in the palace, the one that had the mace, the ones that look like Shredder.
Yeah.
Those guys are called Doom Knockers.
Yeah. Saw some art of Doom Girl recently. She had some Doom Knockers. Is that a real character at any point in the franchise?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. Oh, that's right. I forgot. This game has the enemies called the Fakas.
Yep. Those are the worst ones.
Yep. They are indeed Fakas.
Also has bird tits. That's in this game.
Okay, so the birds are called Moby,
Yeah.
like Moby Dick.
Yeah, this is the Reflect Palace. Ah!
Oh, that's why, because that's when they start putting the wizards on you. Here come the clansmen.
Yep. Obvious joke, but how can you not make it?
I mean, look at them.
These are new. Little spike dudes. Alright, come out. Come on. No? Alright. Sure would like to get in there. Ah!
Like, it would have been, like, all they had to do was just make the wizard any other color. Literally any other color, and it would have been fine.
Or maybe not put the cross on his face as his only defining feature.
Right.
Or the conular head, or any... There were a lot of design choices that make him look like that.
Right.
This is another one of those palace remixes that Isabelle does. Each palace is the theme, but mixed a little bit differently. I guess this is the Spooky Palace.
How are you gonna get back, nerd?
I'm not. Oh, and free P too.
200. Only need 223 left, or 213 rather.
It's the Doom Knocker.
There's the Doom Knocker.
Yes, skeletons. Free EXP. Come here. Oh, not you! As you go back against the locked door, too. Am I my last life, or do I have one more? It says one, so...
You got one more.
I probably shouldn't fight this guy. I'm gonna take some stupid damage. I'm gonna lose all this EXP.
No, you got it. You kill this bubble, we level up.
Wow.
There we go. Life. Yeah.
Which is still kind of misleading because it's actually defense.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they
But
didn't
you
rename
gotta, like,
that.
fill up anyway. You get like, oh! I thought you killed yourself.
No, this is one of those, there's in a few palaces, these looping, well, some of them are looping, this one's not. You're gonna put a Doom Knocker there? See, normally I think I'd have Fairy by now, and I could cheese over this room if I really wanted to.
Just gonna put random flames there too.
We got fire, unblockable projectiles, and lava. Can't forget lava. Now, sometimes these are either magic refills, or they turn into enemies. Or they're nothing. They really didn't want you killing those guys.
Yeah.
Also, just remembered I have upstab now. I don't want to use reflect on one wizard. Nah. How come he can hurt me by, like, touching me, but I can't touch him? That's not fair. Alright, there's two of them.
I love how there's some games out there, Castlevania is one of them, where enemies will do contact damage to you if you touch them, and the contact damage will do more damage than their actual attack pattern.
Yeah, I've seen that. Can we play a game where, like, you do contact damage to enemies? Can that be a thing?
Yeah, why can't we get that? Oh, look at this pattern.
Mother. Going down. Let me down. Now it's going to be even worse, because they're going to start spawning down here. Okay, if I get as far as I can, like down here.
Just keep these three on screen as long as you can.
Well, I can keep two of them on screen.
Oh, here he comes.
We doing this.
We're punching blocks while punching and blocking.
That's true. Ah! They're only worth 5, too. Those guys are so much harder to take out than the blue ones, and the blue ones are worth 20 for some reason.
Yeah.
They're probably the best way to farm EXP is just stand and kill those flying blue guys, but I'm not going to do that. Is jump cheaper than ferry? Should be, yeah. Now I can take him without the defense spell. I'm good.
Oh, well, that figures. I was looking at the enemies in this game, and apparently Dark Link in this game is called Link's Shadow.
Yeah.
Link's Heartless.
Spoilers, if you've never seen this. First appearance of Dark Link is in this game.
Yeah. Which I think would go on to inspire a lot of doppelganger fights in video games.
Do you think so? Like this was the progenitor?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm sure it would have happened eventually because, doppelgangers, mirror fights. But I do think that Zelda did have an influence on that. Especially with how prevalent Dark Link would become in later games.
And almost every appearance is basically the same, like, hit him randomly. There's really no strategy to it.
Yeah.
Get me out of here!
If this is the palace I'm thinking of, then the boss is actually just like up and to the right again here. It's weirdly laid out so that you loop around to where you entered from, just geographically.
Thank God we have a map.
The fuck? There's another one. I take so much damage fighting these guys, it's just not worth it. Wasting all this P by dying too.
I don't know if you know this, but the one thing that this game has over Simon's Quest in terms of similarities is that in this game you actually have to do the boss fights, but in Simon's Quest you can just skip them.
Yeah.
Because the way they program that game, whenever you enter a boss fight, they for some reason forgot to lock the doors and forgot to lock you in with the boss. So whenever you go into a boss room, you can just skip right past them and get the item.
So seems like a pretty big oversight.
Yeah.
I'm playing like achievements for Pokemon Green right now, and apparently there's a similar glitch in that. If you go into Sabrina's gym and just lose to her, you respawn to the Pokemon Center and walk back in, you get the badge. Good enough. You tried. Ah! Why do you gotta go through the door? Can't do anything to these wizards without magic. And even with magic, it feels almost random whether you get them or not. Ah! Another one of these rooms. Oh, they take multiple hits. That's probably why they're worth 20.
Have you played any of the Mario Golf games?
No.
I played one of them, and that was actually I have a funny story about this because I had Mario Toadstool Tour on the GameCube. That was the only Mario Golf game that I played. I mean, it was fun, but the funny story that I have about it was I had it when I was a kid. I think I was like, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 years old, and how I got it was interesting because I went to the hospital for something. I think I was just sick and I had to go to the hospital to get treated. And on the way back, there was a fountain on the courtyard of the hospital. And my dad was like, oh, throw a quarter in there and just wish for something. Now at the time, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with golf. Golf was like my favorite sport. And I loved Mario. So I put two of those things together and I just out loud, I wished for a Mario Golf game. And I had no clue that Mario Toadstool Tour even existed. I didn't keep up with like what games were coming out. I didn't even know that a Mario Golf game existed at all. I just hoped that there was one and that my dad would find one. And then a couple weeks later, I got home from school and my dad presents me with a copy of Mario Toadstool Tour on the GameCube. I'm like, oh, no way. It's Mario Golf. I got what I asked for, even though I didn't even know it existed.
My kid brother would wish to Santa for a Pokemon versus Digimon movie. Which I would try to tell him, Santa's not a director, he can't make things that don't exist. Was that the first one, or was there one on N64? I'm not counting like the NES Golf.
I think that was the first one, Toadstool Tour. Mario had a bunch of sports games. Mario Tennis, Mario Basketball, Baseball.
I haven't played any of the sports games. I'm not huge on Mario spin-offs.
Yeah. I think the golf one was the only one I ever played.
There was a couple of those weird ones that crossed over with Square.
Yeah.
It was like, Fortune Street is what I'm thinking of. It was like a Monopoly type game. So, this is new.
Yeah, what? Also, damn, that momentum. Dude, that momentum.
Gotta do these precision jumps again.
Damn, dude, you really need a lot of momentum to get that.
Nope.
This better be good.
I'd assumed this was the way to go, but it can't be if they're making me do this shit. Oh, this is the boss, maybe? And I have no magic. I got 2 lives.
This is that serpent.
We haven't found the dungeon item, have we?
I don't think so.
Alright, so we'll have to go back and go
Yeah, we got a bunch of the map that's unexplored.
Alright. No, actually, this is the Grand Wizard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is, okay.
Which, this was a solid floor originally, so you would really... It was totally random. You would just use Reflect and stand there, and he would die. They tried to make it into more of a boss fight in this. Still doesn't seem like much of one,
stand on the ground that's not gonna break.
Yeah. And if I get hit... Oh, and he also does, like, high and low ones now, as opposed to just low.
I am blocking high and low.
I did the thing the game wants me to do. Now, I jumped the gun a little bit. I am close-ish to a level up, but I don't trust myself to get to 3,000.
Yeah, no, you've only got 1 life.
I have died at, like, the peak of experience so many times this stream. That's a lot. 5,000. If I remember correctly, I know the original cap levels in the Zelda 2 game were 8 for each stat. I think they were raised to 9 in this. That kind of just makes more sense as a top number.
Right. That reminds me... I remember when I saw that AVGN review of I think it was it was supposed to be either it was a Predator or a Terminator. It was a Terminator game he was reviewing, and for some reason he was trying to get as many lives as he could, and the maximum number of lives he could get was 6. And he was like, "Wait, why is it 6? Why is it just some random number?" Like I could understand like maybe 9 because it couldn't go past the double digits, but it was just 6.
Well, we didn't want to make the game too easy.
9.
Can't stockpile too many lives. Have you heard of the like infamously hard Transformers game on the NES?
I think so. Yeah, I think I heard about that one.
I've never seen that, but I've seen there's a ROM hack of it that makes it Mario called The Mystery of Luigi.
What the fuck?
Or it's not a ROM hack, it's a crossover with Mario. It has like elements of both games, but it is also hard as shit. Okay, so I stopped here at the Doom Knocker because these rooms are always normally dead ends.
And I guess it was.
Do I just have to look at the wall for it to show? I had assumed once we entered a room it would mark the whole room as marked, but I guess not.
No, this is like Castlevania. You gotta go through the whole room.
Where are we going? So we are gonna take the right path. You know what? Take me. deal so little damage. I just want to start over with more lives.
Again, gotta love when you want to die, it takes forever. But when you're trying to survive, everything just kills you in just a few hits.
I don't remember if I mentioned this last stream, but in the original game, they made you walk all the way back from Zelda every time you got a game over. This lets you start. If you're in a palace, you get to start over from the palace.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. Simon's Quest had it to where there wasn't really much penalty for dying or getting game overs. If you died in Simon's Quest, you would literally just start right where you died at, and that was it. Even if you got a game over, you would just start right where you died. The only penalty that would happen is that you would lose all your hearts, your XP, basically, kind of like what happens in this.
The Majora method.
Yeah.
I guess there's even less punishment in Majora. I came up with an idea that I hope they implement where you get punished every time you reset time. Like, you lose a heart off your max or something. So you have to get as much done in every cycle as you can.
That would be interesting, yeah.
Okay, we went this way, but we stopped for some reason. It was one of the blue guys we couldn't get past. Not these blue guys, the other blue guys. You are not worth it. Bye. Did we not make it through this room?
I thought we did. I mean, you can check the map.
I did check the maps. It says that we didn't.
Okay, I guess we didn't. Oh, I guess. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because it's an identical room to another one we've been in.
Yeah, get out of here, asshole.
Okay, key.
GeForce game-ready drivers available. Not now, GeForce.
I don't know if I talked about this, but yeah, speaking of GeForce, when my cousin was trying to get a PS5 and he had no other options, well, actually, no, it was the other way around. I didn't have a PS5 yet, and he did. So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you this thing called GeForce Now." It's like this weird, it's this weird little device that you plug in, and you can stream games on it. And surprisingly enough, I thought it was going to be garbage. I thought it was going to be like, oh, the input delay was going to be terrible. I thought it was going to lag a lot. But GeForce Now, I think, is probably one of the best video game streaming services I've ever played. I have not had any problems with that thing. Like, because the idea behind it is that you're playing, like, really demanding current-gen games on, you know, that little device, and you're just streaming it. And you can just do it whenever you want. And that was useful for me because I didn't have a PS5 yet. And it worked.
Game service. No, don't start me. Start me at the beginning again. Oh, I guess it wasn't a game over.
But like it was just crisp. There was no resolution drop. There was no input delay. It was pretty responsive and it controlled pretty smooth. And I was like, we were sitting here playing Dying Light too, like constantly, and it was just I did not have any problems with it. Compare that to PlayStation Now, PlayStation Now's stupid streaming service, where I get resolution drops and input delay all the time.
Was that back when you had bad internet?
That's now. that's when I got good internet.
No, I mean when you were saying that the GeForce one was working well.
No, we got the GeForce Now thing when we moved into the new house with the better internet. If I had bad internet, no, that thing would not work well, because I think my highest internet speed was like 5 megabytes a second. Yeah, not good.
You could probably stream this game on that.
Yeah. Man, back when a gigabyte download would take over an hour, And if it was over 20 gigabytes, that would take an entire day to download.
This sounds like Wario music. Whatever this maze track is.
Yeah.
I see you down there.
Oh, right. I brought up the Mario Golf game for a reason. I was bringing that up because when you go to the character select and you pick Wario, he says, "What are you, my pappy?"
Okay, why does he say this?
I don't know. You pick him and he goes, "What are you, my pappy?"
Is there like the game script anywhere? Maybe that's not exactly what he says.
I don't know what else he could be saying, but I'll check.
Chicken collectibles. Oh, I had the Pegasus boots. I should have just walked on the water. They designed it so you could get out of the maze again quickly. I forgot. These boots should make it so I don't drown anymore. Just saying. Alright, so where can I use these? It's not all water, it's just some water. In the randomizer, it's all water because they had to program it like that to be able to get places on the randomized map. Are you still there, Darian? I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, no, yeah, I was trying to see if I could find anything about what Wario was saying in that character select screen. Because I'm almost positive that's what he's saying. He's like, "What are you, my pappy?"
P? A lot of the, like, little explorer area rewards are still P.
Okay, so I looked it up. Alright. So I was close. I couldn't quite hear it possibly because it was being drowned out by the music during the character select screen. He doesn't say, "What are you, my pappy?" He says, "What are you, my caddy?"
Okay, that makes more sense for a golf game.
That does.
We returned the child. I forget what that got us, though. Maybe that was the upstab? No, that got us the reflect spell. Which, now we have the Pegasus boots so we can walk on water, which probably means we can solve this town thing. And get whatever the reward for that is. I figure we stop after that. We've done another 2 dungeons.
Yeah. Well, apparently it looks like a lot of other people in the comments seem to agree about what Wario used to say. They seem to think that he's also said what I thought.
What are some other, like, misheard game lines? I swear there are so many, but I can't think of any now that
I got
trying
one.
to.
Mario 64. When you're at the stage select and you pick a level or you pick a star, and when he says, let's go. It was so compressed, and I did not know what he was saying as a kid. I spent years thinking that he said hot pickle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes as much sense as anything else he says. Anju of Rauru has the Book of Mudora. Okay.
Medora. Got like Majora?
Is that something I want?
The Book of Medora.
I thought you were the sewer system. How do I get there? There must be something we're missing for how to, like... Downstabbing doesn't do anything. I would like to help. Can you tell me how to, like... How to plumb?
Let's see, do we have Mario? Let's get him in here.
Double check. I don't think he was one, but let's see.
Well, if they got Wario, I would assume they would have him.
Cornelius, Mifa,
Hey Kong.
Banjo.
Banjo.
Pleasant Link colors. There's no Mario.
So they'll put Wario in here.
Yeah, well, there's Diddy, but no Donkey. Marth the plumber. Yeah. Okay, so his sprites are based off of the Link ones. How do I plumb?
2,000.
I don't need the map to plumb, do I?
Surely not.
Old well, backside of town. Oh, right, the NPCs are actually, like, helpful in this game.
Right. That. Oh, is it gonna be one of those things we gotta talk to multiple times? Ah.
Find heart over ocean. That was in the original game, but I don't think you had to like jump to that. Okay, so we were here. This was the well.
Yeah, we were.
There's nothing over here, is there? God damn it! Walk all the way back. Why are you back here? What happened? Gonna guess we exit from the well in that house. What is this? The slime. Okay.
Oh, right, this area.
Hope we don't have to go up there to do this, because that looked annoying. Maybe we died down here?
Red Marth. He is now Roy.
There's Red Marth. There's Heavy Marth. There's Girl Marth. There's New Marth. Lots of Marths. Well, this goes nowhere, so I guess we do have to go up there. Well, what's the point of this path, then? There's nothing over here, is there? There's an elevator. We went this way already, though, because this is how we came out.
Right.
What's he doing up there? Alright, so the chicken didn't work, and I just decided it wasn't worth it. I guess we gotta do jump, then.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be a big jump. Ugh, I hate doing that. Okay, I guess it's not like climbing up multiple stories of that, it's just one jump. Ah! I think I messed up. Maybe it's fine, maybe we didn't need to make that.
Because I don't think I recognize this area.
No, we haven't been here before because we didn't do the jump before. I'm gonna hope that up there was optional. And this, wizards. Sorry, these are the wizrobes of the game. Ah! And we got the Zelda tiles. And they're worth a lot of EXP, as I recall, but I'm being interfered with by ceiling tiles. They added a whole ass boss for this water quest. Kind of. Ah! Alright, armor this time. And I don't think I can reflect their fire. Yeah, maybe I was a little bit off about this being made easier. They added stuff. I don't know if I'd call it easier than the original game.
Quality of life features, more like detriment of life features.
It takes so long to kill, too. Are you guys what's stopping the town water supply? I can't kill the big evil face or anything.
God, this is like a Dracula fight.
They're around for so short a time.
Did they teleport? They throw fireballs at you? It's literally a Dracula fight.
And the jumping is almost detrimental because now it takes me so long to get back down. All right, there. Well fixed.
Water.
You had a wizrobe infestation. Why do wells always suck in Zelda games? I fixed your stupid well. Sorry, you're the healing lady.
Hooray, our statues are pissing again.
You. I had to do so much for your stupid glass of water. You'd better reward me.
You.
All right. This is another level of fairy, isn't it?
Sword
Okay.
shoot fire.
And they added something that fire actually, like, does something to demonstrate.
Burn.
That was not in the original. Is there more of that in this game? How much does it cost? It's pretty, just as much as jump or protect. It's a 1 bar.
I wonder how powerful that fire projectile is.
Not very. They could have used more, like, standard measurements for the magic. Just, like, call 1 bar 10, maybe?
Right. Because it's so, like, weird, because, like, it says, oh, it does this much magic, and it doesn't take full bars. It takes, like, increments of the bars.
Well, 16 is 1 bar, apparently, because that's how much those spells take. Although,
Right.
well, I guess it changes with our magic stat, because they get
It
cheaper.
does.
Where's the save lady? What's
Where's
the
that blue
deal
lady
with the
at?
save lady? I think she's usually like the first one you run into in town.
There she is.
Why are you on this side of town? Why do you gotta be annoying? Do you think anyone's ever put the Scapelli brothers in a video game? Alright, that seems like a good stopping point.
Yep.
We got 2 more dungeons done. We got 2 to go, plus the Great Palace, which, depending on how the others go, they're probably gonna say 2 more streams. Because the palaces get obviously worse as they go,
Yeah.
or more complex. The Great Palace in particular is regarded as one of the most frustrating final areas in a video game, so look forward to that. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll be back. I'll be back with something this weekend, probably with Jack. We'll see. Maybe a snow day tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Catch y'all later.